Get approved for $100,000 up to $5 million in business capital funding options with no minimum FICO score. Hear it from the CEO. Now that PPP and EIDL are winding down, small business owners are seeking alternative lending options. Today we'll check out a source that can provide options from $100,000 up to $5 million in business funding across a variety of lending sources without you having to do any of the heavy lifting or the heavy searching, going through those daunting application processes with different lenders. A source that is dedicated to saving you time and aggravation while supporting financial education. With no minimum FICO score and a focus on business revenue for approvals, they will quickly get you on track with the right financing options. My viewers have said it's like having a finance coach added to your team who understands business and does not leave any money on the table. And today we have a special guest on the channel. The founder and CEO of the company will join us on this video to show us what it means to build a relationship with your lenders and to show us how simple and optimized their process for lending truly is. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor, so none of this is financial advice here on the channel. We support information on capital, cash flow, and credit to ensure you have the right financial literacies for business success. Stop saying you're in a side hustle and start saying, I am open for business. If you like this content, remember to hit the like button, become a subscriber, and turn on that bell notification. Join us on our email list by going to the description or www.askbuilderchannel.com and check us out there. Let's dive in. Welcome back, everybody. I'm Edward Bilder, millionaire real estate investor, entrepreneur, educator, coach, engineer, and a father of four. And in just a moment, I will invite to the channel the CEO and founder of National Business Capital, who will demonstrate for us the importance of building a business relationship with the banks in order to take your business to the next level. He will also show us how simple, effective, and efficient his processes that he pioneered to help support small businesses with their financing needs. Let's meet today Joe from National Business Capital.
We want to announce a special guest to the channel today. You might know him from his YouTube channel, Grow by Joe, or as I would know him as Joeseph Camberato, founder and CEO of National Business Capital. How are you doing today, Joe?
Doing good. How you doing, Ed? Thanks for having me on the show.
We always love to welcome other channels. So let's start off by talking about your channel and how you help out your viewers each and every day.
Yeah. So, my channel was formed a while back. Basically, the whole concept of Grow by Joe is to help other business owners and entrepreneurs grow better and grow faster through shared experiences of everything that I've done to help grow my business, my company, National Business Capital, and also sharing stories of other owners that are having success in their industries and fields and doing amazing things and growing their businesses.
So you fit quite well in with my crowd. We're always helping small business owners grow. We were here for the EIDL support and PPP support, and now we're here to support other financial institutions. So let's hear about what National Business Capital can do for a small business owner who's seeking growth, right? We understand that small business owners are constantly looking for funding, and we know that you have an avenue for them.
Yeah, absolutely. Timing couldn't be better, Ed, especially as PPP dollars and EIDL loans are, have ended and all dried up. Now it's really time to get back to business, get focused. And, with all the talks about recession and stuff, there's never really been a better time to really lock in and have a financing relationship. I think the best businesses are built on relationships, and it's all about relationships in business. And financing needs to be, definitely a part of those relationships that should be in your toolbox as an owner. And, we talk about it all the time. It's not just it's not just, one relationship or another. It's always good to have multiple relationships. And, typically, whether it's a local small business banking relationship as well as alternative lending sources. And pretty much all of those sources are on my platform. I founded National Business Capital back in 2007. I scaled the company up, started in my spare bedroom and grew it up to, almost 100 employees now without private equity. So definitely know what it takes to build and grow a business. It wasn't easy. And, fast forward today, we've built out amazing technology, but we also have a really great team of people that understand and get business. So they can talk to you and understand your opportunity, your challenge, what's going on in your company. And then we'll help you match you to the right lender. So by following these like dialed in processes, also we have access to over 75 lenders on our platform. By having that type of access, processes, and systems, we've been able to help secure over $1 billion in financing for business owners in all industries in every state across our awesome country. So really anything that you need from whether it's an SBA loan to a line of credit, to a term loan, to finance equipment, to inventory credit lines, to factoring, ABL, and beyond. So every lender and everything you need in one place. So what we really do is just save people time and frustration and aggravation from having to shop around from lender to lender. And more importantly, we educate people on the different financing products, because the reality is most business owners are really good at what they do. They just don't get all the different lending options that are available to the business. And more importantly, when's the right time to use the right product.
We love having pioneer stories on the channel here, as many tune in to the channel because they are also pioneering and building out a business of their own. So it's fantastic to hear that you had such growth early on in your business and that you've scaled it to 75 plus lenders helping finance over $1 billion. This is amazing story. So what types of business and borrowers would fit the NBC profile?
We work with all industries. So it's a hard question to answer because it really is any business that is active and doing revenue. So we don't work with startups. Like if you're looking to start a business, we wouldn't really be able to help you until you have some revenue. If you are looking to start a business, we can help you buy an existing business using an SBA program. That business would have to be profitable. You'd have to put down 10%, and you'd have to have a little bit of some sort of experience or resume that would make sense and line up why the SBA should approve you to purchase that business. But if it's not that, typically we work with companies that are in business, 6 to 12 months plus. So typically, 1 to 2 years, minimum about six months if there's real revenues. And that's a very bare minimum. So 1 year time in business, about $25,000 in revenue. If it's a little bit less, we can help you going down to about $10,000. But our typical customer is doing anywhere from $1 million a year in sales to about 20 million. If it's higher, we've helped customers that do 30, 40, $50 million. But our sweet spot's that $1 million to 20 million, which is the most underserved by banks and even private equity today, because banks and private equity are focusing on much bigger and larger companies and bigger investments. You do a lot with in the construction and contracting industries, all of those blue collar industries, transportation businesses, trucking, restaurants, and then medical, e-commerce, wholesale distribution. So people buying and selling products and things. We do a ton in that space. We even help cannabis businesses. So it really is a wide range. And if I didn't mention your business there, we can still help you if you have revenues.
What else inside the underwriting process? I touched on some of it already, but what about credit scores?
So all really good questions. And what's really important to know and what makes us so good at what we do, we have over a 90% approval rating, which is very high when it comes to business lending, and especially compared to a bank. Because of having multiple, 75 plus lenders on the platform, and then through technology and great people, we do a mini underwrite in our office, and then we help match you to the right lender. There are some lenders that only focus on certain industries and need a minimum credit score of 700 or higher, and long times of business, super profitable. So if you're that customer, we'll match you to those right lenders and get you the best deal out there. If you've challenged your credit in building your business, below a 600 credit score, not really profitable yet, growing, we serve and help those customers all day long as well too. So we're not really focused on credit. What we're more focused on is that your sales are there, cash flows there, there's some consistency, you're in growth mode. That's what's important to us. And then we can really navigate through and get them to the right lender. And it's really important to get matched with the right lender, because every lender has different guidelines. And you can also a lot of owners don't realize this, Ed, you can have 700 credit score in business for 10 years and profitable. If you go to the wrong lender, you're just not going to get the best approval. They might approve you, but there could be an option out there where you can get approved for double the amount of money, a lot less on the rate, and sometimes double the length of repayment term. So It's really, really important to find the right lender.
That's the benefits of being inside the marketplace.
That's right. And if we didn't have the marketplace, we couldn't do what we do. You know, like, but now fast forward to today, you go on Google and you search business loan and a million things come up and there's all these options. So I think what we've actually really become as a company is like a time saving machine. You know, we just save owners tremendous amounts of time and aggravation. You can apply in one place digitally, upload all your documents, really clean, really easy, really fast. And then we do all that hard work on the back end, and then we bring and present you multiple offers, and then can explain each option in detail. And we walk you through from application all the way to funding. And there's a lot of companies out there today that are just all tech, and you apply, you can't speak to anybody and understand business. You know, we teach and train business here along with lender guidelines. So when customers usually speak to our people, they really appreciate the time that we're saving them, explaining things in detail, being transparent. And, you know, those things I think are invaluable to our business owner customers. And I set it up that way because I respect business owners. I started a business from zero and I know what it takes. I know how challenging it can be. And I have a true respect for any business owner out there.
I want to touch on a few points that you just mentioned there. So, you know, most individuals and small business owners, when they do a search through Google to find a financing source, the SEO on whether you're on Google or whatever source you're going through will just present to you the top SEO that's ranked for them. It's for the search engine, but not what's best ranked for the business owner. And so you could get yourself a wormhole where you're going down, applying for whatever's on that list that popped up first for you. It may not be the best options for you. They may also have hard credit checks involved, and they may actually hurt your credit score versus help your credit score versus going to somebody that already has a catalog of 75 plus lenders and know and understand the criteria that could best fit you to the proper lender. So when you come to National Business Capital and after you've entered in your information through the application process, you will certainly be paired with the best fit. And I think that's what Joe is trying to let us know here. That's fantastic to hear. So let's talk about the process here for a minute, Joe, because I know you touched on a few key details on how the whole process works, but let's break it down for the viewers here. So after going through a 60-second online application process, you would then link your bank account so that National Business Capital can review your cash flow statements and review them for, you know, a series of several months. What happens next after that process?
Yep. Yeah. So you apply very simply on the website. It'll take you 60 seconds or less. Really easy. All the basic information about you and your business. You can choose to link your business bank accounts. So we would pull in all of your sales data via your bank statements, or you can do a secure upload, whatever is more comfortable for you. They're both very secure and both encrypted. From there, what happens is we immediately will reach out to you, not to inundate you with a sales call, but to have, you know, a human will reach out. One of our business financing advisors here will reach out. All of them typically have been here for a number of years and have gone through extensive training and ongoing training about lender products and guidelines, right? And in the background, all of your information is being aggregated, working. We're starting our process. We do a soft credit pull, so it doesn't affect your credit. So when the business financing advisor is on the phone with you, we can see kind of, you know, all of your info. And what that does is it really helps us have a very high level, educated conversation with you instead of guessing. And we really just want to understand, you know, just quick who you are, what's your business, what's your industry. And then more importantly, you know, when you need financing, it's for very, you know, two simple reasons. You have a challenge or an opportunity in your business. And usually both of those you need to move fast on. And we get that and respect that. So, and sometimes, you know, you have an opportunity, but the challenge right now is cash flow. So we just want to understand what's going on, what the opportunity is, what the challenge is. And then from there, in a very simple conversation, we can explain what options may be available to you. So for an example, you know, if you tell me that you're looking to, you know, buy equipment, we'll recommend some, hey, we have some equipment financing products where based on your equipment, we can probably finance it for anywhere from 2 to 3 or 5 years. And if you say, hey, you know, I need to find some equipment, but I'm going to put that equipment in work, then, you know, I'm you know, might deal with some cash flow issues while I wait to get paid on the jobs that I'm doing. So maybe we'll couple that equipment financing lender along with a credit line option as well too.
Multiple options is what I'm hearing. Is that
Yeah,
what
and we'll go through multiple options. So it's a quick combo. Understand your needs, and then from there we'll explain those options. If those make sense, we'll get you submitted to our lending partners, and we do that with a click of a button via API. So we take in all of your information in one place. We aggregate all that information, and then we submit it out to one or multiple lending partners, and those lending partners spit back those approvals. And then once we get those approvals back, we'll go over with them with you, answer any of your questions. You pick the one that makes sense, do a digital agreement, and then we get you funded.
What types of approval amounts and payment terms could a business owner expect?
It depends on the lending product and also depends on your sales. But we typically do deals from $100K up to about $5 million without real estate. But based on your business and your current sales will make up what you'll get approved for. So you can typically expect about 10 to 20% of what your annual revenue is as far as an approval. That's a very good rule of thumb. There's a number of things that we look at that will make that up. And then repayment terms, if it's an SBA deal that we're looking at, you'll have 10-year repayment term on their working capital product, non-real estate. If it's real estate, it's a 25-year term. If you're looking to finance equipment, we have terms that go out to 5 years. If you're looking at a credit line, it's revolving and ongoing. If you're looking at a term loan product, we have term loans that are anywhere from 1 to 3 to 5 to 7 year repayment terms.
All right. One final question, Joe. We always like to talk about who this is not a good fit for on the channel, so that avoids confusion going through an application process and finding a dead end at the end of it. So who would this not be a great fit for in terms of business capital?
So if you're not doing revenues, if you haven't been in business for 6 to 12 months, 6 months is the bare minimum. We really like to see 1 year. But we really like to see that you're doing at least $10,000 a month in gross sales. If you're doing less than that, it's going to, gets more and more challenging. If you're not doing any revenues, it's going to be, pretty challenging for us to get something done. If you're not in business, if you don't have a business, if you don't have revenues, or your revenues are only a few $1,000s a month, it's going to be very challenging for us. We're not going to be able to help you, and we don't want to waste your time. We're very transparent about that.
Well, you've been very helpful today, Joe. And of course, you can always check out Grow by Joe. He has his own YouTube channel. We'll make sure we put the link for you in the description so you can find him if you ever want to follow him along and just catch his weekly updates on what he's talking about in the economy and his customers and National Business Capital. Thank you so much for joining us on the channel. Any final words for the viewers?
No, listen, I appreciate. Thanks for having me on the channel, Ed. Thank you for tuning in and watching. We're all about helping business owners grow. So we wish you nothing but success. And I hope me and my team can help you access the capital that you need to be focused on growth. And remember, we're getting out of COVID, but we're still in a weird economy. So make sure that you've got those financing relationships in place. And the best time to apply for financing is when you don't need it.
That is great. That is great. The best time to apply for financing is when you do not need it. To hear that. So thank you so much, Joe. You've been a valuable asset to the channel here today, and we will catch you maybe in a future episode.
I want to thank you for joining me for another video today. If you're starting or scaling an Airbnb business, remember I just launched my Master Short-Term Rental Accelerator course, which comes with weekly coaching to ensure that you stay on track with your investment and that you accelerate the process. Join my email list to learn all about that by going to www.askbuilderchannel.com or simply going up to the description and signing up there. If you need any one-on-one support with any of your small business needs or inside of your Airbnb business, remember to also find me on my website. I will catch you all in the next one. Bye for now.